Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Grand Rising. Wakey, wakey, wakey. How are you guys this morning? Wonderful, I hope. Yes, and the friendship saga continues. Yes. So, per usual, I press the red button so I can get on here and have a talk with you guys this morning. Let me know in the comment section, how are you guys feeling this morning? Are you awake? Are you still tired? You got things to do today? Let me know in the comment section. So you guys, okay, it's been, yeah, I said the same thing. But, I had an all-day conversation with who, with the, who, how can I say, la, 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 la. Okay. I'm working on some of my friendships, okay? I'm working on it. I'm learning how to hear out the other person. I'm learning how to take others. I've been doing it, but I guess I'm not doing it the way other people want me to do it. So I'm taking in other people's feelings. I'm taking people's feelings into consideration. I'm learning to hear people out without getting offensive or offended, or I'm taking it in, I'm thinking about it, and I'm listening, and okay, I'm gonna fix it. If this bothers you, if this particular thing bothers you, let me take some time and fix it. Let me take some time to improve in this area. If this bothers you so much, I will take it into consideration to improve in this section or this area or whatever you want to call it. Okay? So, friendship. Like, when people say friendship is just like your relationship, how many of you guys agree with that? Let me know in the comment section if you agree with that phrase. Friendship is like a relationship. It's damn near the same thing. To a certain extent, I agree with that. It takes the same amount of energy it does when you're in a relationship as it does in a friendship. Now, give and take, you're not doing everything you do in your relationship as you're doing in your friendship. It's two totally different things, but it takes the same amount of energy and effort, so I do agree with that to a certain extent. When you break up with your best friend, it feels like your heart, it takes you through the same emotions as if you had a real breakup with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Okay, so in that sense, yes, it is, to maintain a friendship. It's also the same amount of energy. It's the same amount of energy that it takes to maintain a relationship. Both people have to feed into it. It just cannot be one-sided or one person doing everything for the next person. It's a give and take situation. It's a two-way street type of situation, One person cannot be texting the person all the time, or the other person just can't be calling one person all the time. Both people call each other. Both people text. Both people say happy birthday when it's your birthday. You look out. It's, you do things and you look out for each other. It's never supposed to be a one-way street, So, yes, I agree with that. So like I was saying, I was yesterday, I I took the time, we took the time to just iron out some, and it's surprised, like, it's crazy because over time, you can tell the growth of a friendship. Like, we are not the same as we was 15 years ago. Individually and together, we are not. So, as you grow as an individual, you should, like, certain things should be growing, and certain, like, if things should be growing. Nothing should be stagnant. Just like in a relationship, if you met at 16, 17, 18, 19, and you're in your 30s now, you are not the same couple as you were when you were in your teens and your 30s. So it's the same thing. You should be able to look back and be like, okay, we started here, now we here. How much did we grow? Over these years, what did we learn about each other? Okay, I know certain situations you feel this type of way. I'm going to take that into consideration. In certain groups, you don't like big crowds. Okay, so certain situations, I know how you get. Oh, I know you don't like this type, like, I know you don't like ratchet and belligerent people. You more of a quiet person. Okay. I like a big crowd. I like the club scene. Okay, you stay at home. Like, it's certain things you get to learn about a person, and you know how to deal with them accordingly. So everybody, it's good to have those friends where you're on the same accord on everything across the border. But being realistic, that's not possible, because everybody is not, and that's just going to say everybody's not going to agree with everything you say. That goes hand in hand, So I might like jazz music, you might like hip hop. I might like classical, you might like R&B. It's different things, or I might like this restaurant. You might like Chili's, and I might like Applebee's. I don't like Chili's, and you don't like Applebee's, but we agree to disagree. If you want to go to Applebee's for your birthday, I'ma join you, despite how much I don't like it. But because I love you, I'm going to try to adjust a little bit so I can make you happy. Vice versa. I know you don't like Chili's, but on your birthday, you want to go there, or the Cheesecake Factory, or Red Lobster, and I don't like those places. If that's what makes you happy, I'm going to adjust just a little bit so I could go celebrate. Hey, it's my girl's birthday. Okay, we up in here. Even though I don't eat seafood, we finna enjoy ourselves. If something on the menu, I could stand for an hour or two so I could see a smile on your face, okay? So it's all about give and take. It's not always just about one individual and what that person like, and what, it's give or take. And it's the other party supposed to adjust to the things you like, just a little bit, or at least be understanding. So yesterday we was ironing out a lot of things where we could work on. We acknowledged the fact that we have grown. We have our ups and downs, like a relationship. You have your ups and downs. Every day is not perfect. We acknowledge that, yes, we had some harsh falling outs. We probably said things to each other that we don't like, and it hurted us. To each other, just as much as it hurted me for it to fly out my mouth, it hurted your feelings to hear it go through your ear, So we acknowledge that we've been through some rough times. We've also acknowledged that we've grown over time also. And with us growing and continually to know and learn each other, it's certain things that I like and I don't like, and it's certain things she like that she don't like. And it's a continuous thing. Like, we change every day, and to get to a point where we are understanding of each other. Because to be honest, it used to be a point where I would flip, like, she would say something and I would flip out. Like, or we would text something, a disagreement over a text, And I will be like, I will misconstrue it, or she will misconstrue it in the wrong way, and it, like, we won't talk for the next year or 6 months. Like, we've acknowledged that we've grown and we've taken steps. Okay, we know not to text no more. When we have an issue with each other, fuck that text and pick up the phone, or we finna go to lunch and we finna talk about it, or dinner, whatever. Okay, this and that and the third, and we should be able to have a conversation without getting loud. Because we used to have conversations where it would get real belligerent and ignorant. You know, we've came a long way. Now we can talk and we can express our feelings. We can articulate our feelings without going over a certain tone. You know, it's even tone. I can hear what you're saying. I can understand where you're coming from. Okay, so now hear me out. I didn't mean it that way. But if you took it that way, I apologize. And I will do better and I will fix it. But I feel this way too. Please hear and understand where I'm coming from. And it feel like you doing this way. And if you didn't mean it that way, you apologize. And you work on this area where I'm feeling uncomfortable in. And we go from there. That's it. It shouldn't be that hard. You know, like I said, it just can't be one person in the ring fighting. You know, it takes two. And it takes mature people to go from one end of the spectrum to the other. And you know, a lot of things is not perfect. But you know, as long as we're growing and we're not going backwards, I'm okay with that. You know, it's a lot of things that could still be ironed out. And we look at other friendships and like, well, they do this in their friendship, but we don't do it in our, like, that's none of your business. Your friendship is your friendship. Don't look at another friendship and be like, oh, well, we don't do that. Oh my gosh, we don't hug each other every hour on the hour, or we, you know, oh, we don't buy birthday gifts for each other, but bitch, I'm gonna sell on this phone. You know, it's different situations and circumstances. You know, you might have a best friend that's poor and you're rich. Like, it's all type of things that goes on. And it's about accepting a person in their heart, you know. If you could bond with them, what you have in common, you know. So, at one point, it's like, well, shit, should we throw the friendship away? No, we're not at that point yet where we should throw away. Let's continue to work on it. You know, or she felt away like, man, I feel like you've been MIA. And I'm looking at it as, no, I'm just giving, you're married now. I'm still single. You're married, you know. I'm respecting your household. You have sisters, you have brothers, you have, you know, you have to let the house, and I do that with everybody. You know, I'm not all in people's faces and in their house. You know, I give people space and I respect their privacy and stuff like that, you know. And I see when I see you, and I come around when I come around. It's not that I'm going MIA. I'm just being respectful when, you know. And she explained to me, like, I don't like that. I want you here, you know. And okay, I will work on that. Okay, I'll ask you if you need time. Don't assume that I just want all this space, you know. I'll let you know if I need space and time alone, you know. So, okay, I'll work on that. All right, you know. Call me more, you know. Okay, I feel like if I'm not, you know, I don't want to be on the phone every day, you know, just holding the phone. You know, I want to be able to bring something to the conversation, you know. And she was like, we always used to be on the phone all the time. Don't tell me you ain't got nothing to talk about when we used to do this all day, every day, back in the day. And it's like, okay, I get it. And she kind of took offense to it. I'm like, okay, but I didn't mean like that. I'm just saying I can't get on phone. But yeah, my boyfriend did. I don't have any juicy gossip to bring to the table, basically. You know, like, oh, you know, we could talk about certain YouTubers or, you know, Netflix, or who posts some dumb shit on Facebook, or, you know, who did the dumbest thing outside recently. Like, you know, I personally, like, I live a peaceful life. I don't have all this drama going on with me. So, like, when I say I don't have anything to talk about, it's a lot of topics to talk about. You are right. But what I'm saying is I don't have much to talk about. Like most people say, you live a boring life. Like, that's boring, And it's like, okay, I'm very selective of who I'm around. I'm sorry, I'm just smarter in that department. I'm sorry, take offense. I just, and her thing is, like, when we go to gatherings, it's, people will cling to you and, like, you do a good job. Like, you will join the conversation. And I will join the conversation. I'm, like, in the live, y'all can see. When I join the live, I'm in the conversation. I'm interacting with people. But from another person's view, they'll be like, well, damn, she acts stuck up. Or she just like, damn, we over here joking. And it looked like you just scoping the room. Like, and that's not it. I'm a naturally quiet person, I am. I can't help that, So, it's like, I'm a try. Okay, if you want me to dance at the next get together, okay, I'll get up and try a new dance move. I will try. If, I'm not a ribbing person. I'm not in a household full of brothers who rib each other all day. I might say the wrong thing and we get to fight in the next minute. So I don't do a lot of ribbing, but she was like, okay, if somebody crack a joke, could you don't just laugh about it, keep it going. Add a joke to that so it could keep, I'll say, okay, I would try a little harder in that department, okay? I will call more. I didn't realize you felt like that. I'm just thinking I'm doing it from one perspective and you you see it another way. I will work on that. That's what maturity is about. Listening to the other person and, okay, I hear what you're saying. I agree. It made you feel this way. Let me work on it. Vice versa, okay? So, it's a lot of things, and I'm glad we had that conversation, And even with other people around, like I say, you have options. I don't talk to a lot of people. She has a book full of people. But I get it. She's not that type of person where, okay, I'm putting this friend above this friend, or you come before. No, everybody is equal. She could stand in your face and be like, well, fuck both of y'all. Fuck all of y'all. At the same time, I love all of y'all. It's no favoritism, And I get it. And, we have our friends where I have a set of best friends and we don't talk every day. But when we get around each other, it's genuine love, We know we ain't going nowhere. I'm the godmother to one of them. It's different relationships with different people. And I did used to hang out with them all the time. But when people grow, they got families now. People go their separate way. And it's no love lost. I just know life go on. You a text and a phone call away. When I want to hang out, bitch, I want to see you. Come get me. That's them, And then with her, it's like, don't do that shit. I better be seeing you in my call log more often than what I'm seeing it. And I understood that, and I'm going to work on that. Thank you for listening, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Oh, don't forget to comment how you feel. Like, do you, in your friendships, do you find it hard to work it out? Or, do you have easy friendships? Just let me know in the comment section how you feel about that topic. Thank you for tuning in. Catch you on the next one.